So Brad and I were at a broker owner conference in San Diego, August, and every once in a while we have some ahas that really kind of go, oh my goodness, this is really good stuff. Other conferences, as you guys all know, you go to and it's not that great. You go, okay, I'm glad I came, I think. Hopefully most of you are leaving this one and you'll say, so glad I was here. I learned a lot. I learned how to do Ninja Warrior stuff. In this conference, we had a really nice presentation from Inside Real Estate. Inside Real Estate is actually who, that's who owns KV Core, and they recently purchased Boomtown. And so they're making some pretty big moves, and RE/MAX has truly collaborated with them on what we need as a brokerage and for us as brokers. They did a presentation there about some of the new things that are coming in our Max Tech world. And for those of you who don't know, this will get announced today, but KV Core is changing its name. Bradley, new name is?
Broad Trail.
Close.
Bold Trail.
Bold Trail, yes. Bold Trail. So, which I love the name change because I don't know why I always, whenever I log into my KV Core, I'm like, is this a Keller Williams product? Because it says KV Core. And it's not, it never has been. But Bold Trail is the new bold name, and that's Inside Real Estate, basically giving it a new kind of a brand refresh. The cool part is it's not just on paper. Bold Trail is bringing us some products that are phenomenal. So we're very excited to bring in from Inside Real Estate, literally just arrived right before our eyes, and super sharp. Let me just tell you about Alissa Harper. Alissa leads the strategic sales for Inside Real Estate, a leading technology partner to over 400,000 real estate agents. Teams in top brands, she has spent nearly 20 years in the real estate tech industry, successfully scaling brokerage and enterprise business lines at companies like Market Leader, Trulia, Zillow, and Buyside. With 4 acquisitions under her belt, Alissa has been recognized as one of Inman's top 100 most influential leaders in real estate and is passionate about creating win-win partnerships with leading brokerage brands in the space. We are very fortunate because you've been all over the country and you agreed to come to Beaver Creek, Colorado, but she lives in Highlands Ranch, which is awesome. Please give a RE/MAX Professionals welcome to Alissa Harper.
Testing. Better? Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for having me. My gosh, you really have to twist my arm to get me up to beautiful Beaver Creek at this time of the year. It's gorgeous. Well, I'm excited to be here with you guys today. We have some exciting announcements to share with you guys. As they mentioned, we have recently expanded our partnership with RE/MAX, and that's really good news for all of you. Let me tell you a little bit more about what that means. So, historically, you guys have been leveraging Max Tech, powered by KV Core. We call that our front office suite of tools. RE/MAX has doubled down to extend that offering into our back office suite of tools as well. So in the coming months and over 2025, we're going to be rolling out some additional solutions that really give you a seamless end-to-end ecosystem to engage with your customers, from a new lead to a contact to transactions, writing and signing offers, to getting paid in your commissions and delivering a homeownership experience post-close that keeps that customer tied to you for life. We're really excited about this new back office offering that's going to be rolling out in the coming months, and I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek into a couple of those tools here today. Before we jump into that, though, I want to talk to you a little bit about the move to Bold Trail. So as these guys mentioned, KV Core is getting a brand new name, but it's more than just a name. Over the last 15 years, Inside Real Estate has built and acquired some of the most innovative technology tools in this space. You guys heard we acquired a company called Boomtown a couple of years ago. And over the course of those acquisitions, we decided it was time to bring the best of all of those solutions together into one unified experience and one unified brand name, and that is Bold Trail. So KV Core, that name will go away. It is now the Bold Trail platform, and with that, you're going to get some fantastic new enhancements Again, really taking the best of these solutions that we've acquired over the years and delivering them in a seamless end-to-end ecosystem. So let me hit on a couple of the things that you're going to see as you transition your Max Tech powered by KB Core to Max Tech powered by Bold Trail. So first things first, again, this is going to be your home for all things generating new business, right? You've got 20 plus tools within the Bold Trail platform to generate new leads, all right? So landing pages, squeeze pages, social media posting, mass email and mass texting, all great ways for you guys to get in and generate additional leads and feed your pipeline, right? You've also got the AI-powered CRM and marketing tools. This allows you to focus on your hottest opportunities every single day, while Bold Trail works behind the scenes to nurture and engage more of your leads and contacts and turn them into warm conversations, right? The goal is for you to wake up in the morning, pick up your cell phone, and have a list of people that have been nurtured and have been curated and are ready for a warm conversation for you today, all right? So you're still gonna have all of those great tools. You'll have access to Present, our listing machine, Present, which is our listing presentation. We've recently expanded some of the capabilities there as well. And then all of our listing marketing and social media marketing, you'll have access to all of that as well. There's some incredible new analytics tools that you'll have available within Bold Trail that again help you understand how to optimize your business, how to use these tools to drive even greater results. So we'll jump in, we'll give you a preview of some of these things that you're gonna get with the Bold Trail platform. So this is a sneak peek. This is what your new Max Tech powered by Bold Trail is gonna look like. It's got a sleek new user interface, sleek new design. You'll see a much more simplified navigation over on the left. So if you've ever logged into KB Core and been a little overwhelmed by all the bells and whistles, you're gonna see a much cleaner, much more simplified experience. You're gonna see a very prominent search bar at the top of the page. We call this Omni Search. And what that means is that you're gonna be able to search for anything across the Bold Trail platform, all from this one search bar. If you guys have ever engaged with Google Drive or Airbnb, this is really the future of search. You can start typing in and it's gonna predict contacts that you might wanna talk to and engage with. You're gonna be able to click through to any of the tools or campaigns or things that you have running in the Bold Trail platform, all from one search bar. So no more needing to navigate through and try and find what you're looking for. You can search for just about anything right there from that homepage. And the best part about this is it's gonna get smarter over time. It's just gonna keep learning. It's gonna get more expansive in terms of what it can search and find for you. And I think will be really transformative in terms of how you engage with the tool every single day. So we're excited about this one. Next up, how many of you have ever wanted to customize your KB Core website? How many of you have had a hard time doing so? So we heard that feedback. We have this brand new page editor, and it is a drag and drop, what you see is what you get, super easy to use tool to help you customize your website and create custom pages that look beautiful and are on brand and perform and get the job done. So if you want to drop in a lead capture form, you can do that. You can customize that form. If you want to drop in listing search capabilities, you can drag and drop those in. Very simple and easy to use, and we'll get you started with about 20 pre-built pages, from area guides to buyer and seller guides, anything that you might want to promote on your website. You'll have a baseline template to work off of, and then again, you can easily go in and customize it to your liking. So this one we're really excited about. Definitely heard your feedback loud and clear that those websites needed to be easier to customize. All right, vitals. This is probably my favorite feature of the Bold Trail platform. This was something that we pulled over from Boomtown. So for those of you that might have used our Boomtown product in the past, it was one of the most beloved features in Boomtown. And this is really your personal coach to teach you how to engage with the tool to get the best results. So it's going to identify areas of opportunity in your business. Are there people that have been browsing your website recently and favoriting homes that you haven't followed up with? Are there people that you have past due tasks with, or folks that are not on listing alerts that you can go take action on? It's going to bubble up all of those opportunities. All you do is click a button and you can go take action on those low-hanging fruit opportunities right from here. It's also going to bubble this up into a score, so you can see easily how are you performing and how are you performing against the peers in your brokerage. So a little bit of a benchmarking, right? And it's going to do that over time, so you can see how you're progressing and what kind of results you can expect from those efforts. Okay? You're also going to see this expand into some additional engagement tools that help you understand which of your engagement channels are most effective. Is text getting the best response? Is this email campaign getting the best response? It's going to give you that guidance to understand what's most effective in communicating with your customer base and allow you to then adjust your efforts from there. So we're really excited about this one as well. Present is not going anywhere, but again, you'll have that sleek new user experience and interface extends through to Present. This is our award-winning CMA and presentation solution, phenomenal for helping you win a listing, but we've also expanded it now to be able to use with buyers. So with all the changes going on with the NAR settlement, you can now tailor these presentations to go pitch and present to a prospective buyer, communicate your value proposition, and get that buyer agency agreement signed, okay? All of these presentations, whether it's a listing presentation, a buyer presentation, a buyer tour, if you've got somebody coming in from out of town over the weekend and you're gonna go show them 10 homes, and they wanna follow along and thumbs up, thumbs down, or even a recruiting presentation if you're a team. All of these are interactive, they're engaging, and the best part is they're gonna track your customer's behavior every step of the way. So when you're done sending that presentation, you're gonna know exactly when they opened it and closed it, how many pages they looked at, how much time they spent on each page, what they clicked on. So you now are empowered to go follow up and have that conversation to win their business, okay? Core Listing Machine and Design Center. Again, this is your automated listing marketing suite. This is gonna automate everything about your listings from just listed to an open house to a price reduction to just sold. And you'll get to leverage all of the great RE/MAX branded marketing content and set it and forget it. You can set these campaigns up, they're gonna automatically run and promote your listings. This is one of the most powerful things that we have in the Bold Trail platform. We all know that those who list last, but oftentimes we don't take the time to fully market that asset, a listing, right? It's your greatest weapon. So go take advantage of these tools, market your listings at every step of that listing life cycle, and generate the buyers and sellers that are gonna feed your next transaction, all right? Okay, so just to recap, everything that you've got with your Bold Trail front office platform, you've got the Bold Trail CRM, you've got Bold Trail Present, Listing Machine and Design Center, and from there we'll jump into the back office tools, all right? Okay, so the back office suite. This is gonna pick up where your MaxTech Powered by Bold Trail front office solution ends. So at the point of getting ready to do a transaction, all right? A lot of you guys are using other tools today that are not connected to Bold Trail, making you have to go duplicate data enter and, you know, jump around from a bunch of different solutions. This is really gonna complete that full front office to back office ecosystem when you're ready to do a transaction, all right? So we're gonna be adding in a tool called Folio, and I'll give you guys a preview of that. You're gonna be getting access to our Bold Trail back office suite, which includes all of your transaction management, your forms and e-signature. It's where your brokerage will be able to issue your commissions. And then also some recruiting tools for your brokerage staff. And finally, Core Home, which is a consumer-facing tool that keeps that customer tied to you for life at every stage of their homeownership journey, all right? I'm gonna jump in and talk today about Folio and Core Home. These are the kind of agent and consumer-facing tools. You guys will hear more about Bold Trail back office as we get that rolled out later next year, okay? So I'm gonna start with Folio. So Folio is very, very cool. Folio is an AI-powered email assistant that's gonna sit in your email inbox and automatically work to detect transactions in real time. So here's the reality for most of us. Real estate transactions are really messy, right? You've got a lot of stakeholders, you got a lot of documents flying around, a lot of different points of communication. Where does all of that mess merge together? In your inbox, right? And 90% of agents today use email to conduct transactions. So Folio is gonna work by sitting right in your Gmail, right in your email inbox, and it's gonna leverage AI to identify transactions in real time. So the minute you get a counteroffer signed, it's gonna recognize that, pick up all the transaction details from your forms, automatically create a transaction timeline that you can share with your consumer and any other stakeholders in the transaction. And then it's going to push those transaction details into the Bold Trail back office platform for your brokerage compliance. All you do is click one button. All of that happens automatically. It's nothing new that you need to log into or learn how to use. It literally sits right in your email inbox and works like an AI-powered assistant. It's very cool. Again, it's going to create this branded timeline that you can share with your consumer, so they will finally have a one place to go to view all of the steps of the transaction. They'll know when their inspections due, they'll know when their financing contingencies due. That'll be branded and something that you can share with all the stakeholders in the transaction. All right. Now, as additional paperwork is flying through, as additional emails are flying back and forth, this will automatically pick up all of those updates directly from those forms and update your transaction timeline for your consumer and send any updated documentation back to your brokerage staff for compliance. So very, very excited about this. Again, it's incredibly easy to use. It's not a tool that you need to go do a bunch of training or figure out how to log into. It's going to sit right in your email inbox. It's forms agnostic. It works with any forms provider, so it's going to pick up all of your transaction-related documents. It's going to help your brokerage staff so they aren't hounding you for submitting paperwork. It's going to automatically push all of those transaction updates to them. It's going to really make you more efficient as you go through the transaction process as well, right? And best of all, it's delivering a better experience to your consumers, right? I'm actually under contract on a property right now downtown. I would love it if my agent had this to give me. I'm trying to track down all these random dates and make sure I get things completed on time. I would kill to have a branded timeline that just outlines every step of the transaction, right? So it delivers a phenomenal consumer experience, and again, helps you guys stay ahead of the competition by offering that great tech-enabled experience to your customers. I'll pause on this one. Any questions on how Folio works? Yes?
Sorry, just in regards to like the transaction management, is there like a scoreboard where you can record your activities?
So not in Folio, but in the Bold Trail back office platform, yes. You've got transaction-related checklists, which you can customize based on the transaction, and any transaction-related task you can check off as you go. Yeah.
Does it allow you to do any like scoreboards for like team stuff? So like within your own team, can you connect to each other and like track each other's numbers?
So that's something that we do have within the Bold Trail kind of front office suite, and you'll see some of those capabilities within the new Vitals dashboard. So if you've got team members that you're wanting to track how they're engaging with their contacts and how those contacts are moving through the sales funnel, those are features that you'll get in the Vitals section on the front office of Bold Trail.
Alyssa,
Yes.
I've heard rumors that Folio will work best with Gmail and Outlook. Is that true?
That is correct, yes. For those of you that use kind of more legacy email platforms like a Hotmail or AOL, those are not kind of modern email solutions, and they don't support browser extensions. No judgment, I still have my AOL account.
Angelica, it's time to get rid of that AOL account.
Will the website WYSIWYG support video? And is there
Yes.
any plan for a deal pipeline or anything where we can watch our transactions through the process?
Yes, so yes on video, it will support video, and yes, your Bold Trail back office will have a full pipeline that allows you to track both list side and buy side transactions. On a landing page, no, because that's your website, but within your emails, for example, if you email them or text them, you can see that. Yeah. Okay.
One of the
Guys,
things that-
let's not get too far into the
Yeah, we got
details
one more.
on
We
video
got one more
types
video.
and things like that. There's going to be a lot of training that's going to come out. I shouldn't say a lot. It's actually pretty simple. So there will be a lot of opportunities for you guys to learn about this and plug this in. I would tell you that if you currently aren't using, if Folio sounds like something you want to take advantage of, and you currently aren't using Outlook or Gmail, I would encourage you to start migrating over to one of those two email platforms, because if you are a Comcast user or Yahoo or AOL, it isn't going to work. It isn't going to function that well. You need to have a modern email platform that allows for those widgets. So Gmail, Outlook, if this is something you want to take advantage of, please consider starting to migrate over to those email platforms.
And our company platform is Outlook 365, so we can help incorporate that into that. Very much a business-like email process. One thing we wanted to just share with you on Folio. Alyssa's done a nice job of helping us know that it's there. What we heard in San Diego was, hey, I'm a little bit concerned that they can just keep an eye on all my stuff, that AI is going to be prowling through my computer. And basically that's not the case. You're going to basically tell the system, it's the Johnson family, here's the address, and then it goes through your system and grabs everything that you've emailed to them, any communication, any contract, any amendment, it puts it all together in one folder. And it's awesome for the office, and it's really nice for you. And if you ever have any legal issues with that file, it's all in one place. Did I say that correctly?
You absolutely nailed it. Yep, you're giving it permission to look for transactions only, and you do authorize when those get submitted to your brokerage through the back office platform.
That's pretty cool, don't you think? It's pretty amazing. It goes out and finds all that stuff, which will be really nice for all of us, organization-wise.
Yeah, and that consumer-facing page is slick. That breaks down all the deadlines. It really gives them a chronological look of everything that's happening in the transaction, and it's built automatically for you guys. It is really, really cool. So pay attention when this starts coming out. You want to catch on to it real quick. All right, take it away. Take it back.
One more to show you guys, and that is Core Home. So one of the biggest challenges that we see in real estate is the fact that 90+% of consumers say that they would work with the same agent again, right? Guess how many actually do? Less than 15%. Trick question. It's a fraction of the repeat business that we should be getting from our customers, right? And the reality is it's because you've got this very long process in between transactions. On average, it's 5 to 7 years until they transact again. And a lot happens in that time, right? You guys get busy, you're working with active buyers and sellers. It's very difficult to cut through the noise and stay in touch with past customers so that you're top of mind, but also providing any kind of relevant value for them, right? Sometimes we send them brownie recipes and Thanksgiving cards. That's not necessarily providing real value that these customers are looking for in their homeownership journey. And so that's why we designed Core Home. Core Home is a branded, consumer-facing mobile app that keeps them tied to you and your brand throughout their entire homeownership journey, delivering value at every stage of that life cycle. From living in their current home and wanting to understand their home value, right? How many of you have popped over to Zillow to check your Zestimate before, right? How many of your customers have done that and then gotten sold off to another agent, right? It's because we want to understand the value of what's arguably our greatest asset. Core Home is going to deliver home valuations and market report trends and tools to help them make the most of living in their current home, right? When they are ready to start searching for their next property, they'll have a portal-grade search experience that, again, is fully interactive, allows them to chat with you directly, and it's not yet another tool you need to learn how to use. Those chats are going to come through right into your Bold Trail CRM. But they'll be able to have an interactive portal-grade search experience all the way through to being ready to transact, right? And once they've transacted, moving and maintaining their current home, having local offers from moving companies, being able to understand kind of the spring or seasonal maintenance that they need to do on their property, right? You're going to be that one that's delivering value at every stage of that homeownership journey. And again, it's going to keep them tied to you and connected to you to drive more repeat and referral business. And what we find with consumers that use Core Home is a couple of things. One, it's a very sticky experience, right? It's content that's valuable to them, but we're seeing them on average spend 7 to 8 minutes per session when they go into Core Home. That's more than they spend on both Zillow or Redfin on average, all right? So it's the type of content that they want, that they demand, in that modern format that they want, right there in the palm of their hand. And when they're in Core Home, they are 30 times more likely to initiate a conversation with you. 30 times more likely to initiate a conversation. So we've had this rolled out for about 1.5 years now. We've had hundreds of thousands of consumers reach out and engage with their agents, start a conversation that you guys wouldn't have otherwise had, right? That would have been a new lead that you got to go source somewhere or cold call and drum up a conversation with. So much more likely to engage. and much more likely to stay with you, again, throughout that homeownership journey, so they're in a position to do a repeat transaction or reform or business too. Just like Folio, this is not yet another tool that you need to learn how to use. It's going to sit right on top of your Bold Trail platform. And the best part about it is that you don't need to go push this on your customers. All of the automation that you get from Bold Trail, the listing alerts, the market reports, the communication that goes out on your behalf, that is going to drive your consumers into Core Home. So you don't need to go push out a link and ask them to download your app. The system's going to drive them into Core Home, and everything that they do in Core Home, every property they view, every market report they engage with, if they want to look at the valuation of their home, all of that activity is going to come through to you in the Bold Trail platform. You'll see it on your activity stream, you'll see it in your contact detail page, and you'll get notified when there's buying signs or there's signs of activity that warrant a conversation. So again, you'll know who you should reach out to, who your hottest opportunities are. Okay? All right, I'll pause there. Any questions on Core Home?
This thing is awesome. What do you guys think about this? Obviously, we don't have it today, but it will be coming very soon. I will tell you, the thing I love about is I've been learning more and more with KV Core, using it more and more in our CRM. I have a conversation with the seller. I ask them, hey, would you guys be interested in a market update? I'll just have it for you on a regular basis. It takes me literally 5 seconds to set that up on KV Core. Now, all of that, anything I've sent them as far as market reports is translated to their app or on their phone. Every communication we have, we'll be able to have back and forth, not just on your computer screen, your CRM, but it's now with them and very sticky. So we've got them, hopefully, finally, we've got a product that can pull them off of the other portals and keep them very connected to you through our portal, through everything that will happen with Core Home. So super excited about this. Folio and Core Home both. We love all the back office stuff, but Teresa gets super excited about the back office stuff. We're super excited about Folio and Core Home and how this will interact with your clients on a regular basis. Now, I know many of you are saying, okay, well, we've had Remax.com, we've had the Remax app, we've had different things. This one's gonna fly. This is the one that's gonna make us really, really connect with our clients from that standpoint. Alissa, you mentioned we don't have to have them go to an app store and download this. How do they get this on their phone?
So you will have a link that you can send to a customer. So say you go to a closing tomorrow and you want to say, hey, congrats, Sally, here's an app that you can track your home value and see the market trends going on around you. You can send a link directly to a client. But in addition, Bold Trail is actually going to drive your consumers there automatically. As long as you get them into your CRM and you set them up on a listing alert or a market report, they're going to get driven into Core Home to view those results. And that's how the vast majority of consumers today engage, right? They're going through their email, they see a new listing that meets their criteria, that prompts their attention, and they engage further, right? Or they see something change in their market reports, right? The home right across the street just sold for $100,000 more than they thought their home was worth. That gets them to engage. So all of those things are going to happen automatically, driving your customers into this app.
Fantastic. Best features for this product for buyers?
Buyers, I mean, you've got full portal grade consumer search in here. So all the great tools that you have with your Bold Trail website are here in the app. It actually takes it a step further though. We've taken kind of learnings from powering 500,000 IDX websites over the years and started to improve the consumer search capabilities within Core Home. For example, how many of you have had a client that says, hey, I have to have a 3-car garage, that's a firm requirement, but I'd love to have a mountain view. That's a preference. You have requirements and preferences. They can now do both of those in one search. So instead of needing to set up multiple search alerts or do multiple searches for those different features, they can combine their requirements and their preferences all in one search. We'll also, within Core Home, put some guardrails on them. So sometimes what we see with consumers when they're searching on their own is they'll get overly granular or overly restrictive. They'll say my max price is $750, and so they go set a search between $725 and $750, right? Now if they were searching with an agent and you saw a home that hit the market at $760, you're going to send it to them, right? You might be able to negotiate it down. Their budget might be able to go up 10 grand. Oftentimes consumers don't think this way. And so what we've done within Core Home is we'll actually say, as they're setting those parameters like price, hey, there's an additional 3 properties that meet your criteria up to $775. Or if you're looking for a 5-bedroom, there's actually another 19 listings that are a 4-bedroom. So we'll give them some kind of visibility that an agent would typically do when you're assisting them in the search process, and that'll help them more successfully find the right types of properties.
Fantastic, thank you. Other questions?
So Alyssa, just to confirm, all
Yeah.
the search alerts and market reports that we're setting up in KV Core right now, when this is available, there will be some sort of a call to action in those reports. So it's not going to require any additional reporting or setting up or trying to drive them to this. Those future search alerts and market reports will just convert and start pushing them in this direction.
Correct, yep. So they'll get those via email, and then when they click on that link to view more properties or view the market report, we'll drive them right into Core Home.
That's awesome. So you guys that have been to our KV Core classes, you've heard us talking a lot about when you check in with a client, go in and set up those reports. This is one more reason to start doing that now, because if they're receiving those search alerts or market reports, when this is available, this will automatically drive it to them. So start doing that. Get those reports going out, and then this will automatically kick in. You won't have to do anything additional when this comes available. Yeah, John?
Yeah. It's a great question. So it
You want
works.
to repeat that, Alyssa?
Yeah, so he was asking, does this only work on a mobile device? And what happens if they're an iPhone user, an Android user? What happens if they're on an iPad, right? So it does work with both iPhone and Android, and it does have a mobile web version as well. And it's going to recognize what device they're on and prompt them based on that. So if they're on a iPad, for example, there will be a mobile web version of that, and that experience that's tailored for that screen size. What's that? Yes, if they want to do the iPhone app or the Google Play, they would download the app. Yep.
Other questions, guys? What do you think? Does this look like something you would try? Oh, Steve, you have a question?
Real quick, this is all great fun. You say coming soon. What are we talking about coming soon? How far down the road?
To a theater near you, yes. The good news is it's built, and you guys have been using it, beta in other marketplaces, or you've been testing it to make sure it's good.
Yes.
What's our
I don't have the specifics on timing. We're working really closely with Remax Corporate on the rollout schedule, so know that it's coming very soon. In fact, I think Folio will be in the coming months here. So stay tuned. We'll get your brokerage leadership some more information on specific dates for you guys. But yes, all these products are live. They're in market. It's just a matter of getting them rolled out, communicated, and great training. So it's a good, seamless experience for you guys.
Our hope is that Folio is fourth quarter, and the good news is we're in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So that's the good news there. And then Core Home, we were hoping fourth quarter, but we think that's probably a first quarter. So right after the first of the year.
Is this app available for us to look at right now?
Only if you're working with an agent that has Core Home. We can get you some videos and a landing page that's got more details if you want to kind of click around and get a better feel for it.
Yeah, we'll get those from you and
Yeah.
send them out. I have a question. Was there other questions before I move on? Let me ask you guys on Core Presents. How many of you are using Toolkit CMA for your listing presentations or buyer presentations? Okay, a lot. What else are you guys using? Well, how many are using Core Presents? Okay, so less, quite a few less. If you're like me, I've played with it, but my confidence level is in Toolkit CMA, and I never have enough time to take it to really dial in on Core Presents. So let's do Toolkit because it's easy, and I know the product, so it happens quickly. What else are you guys using for a listing presentation or buyer? Cloud CMA. Okay, good. What else? RPR. Okay.
All your night stuff.
Yep. Okay. So let me just give you a challenge. We talked about this a little bit yesterday in Mastermind. One of the challenges that we have, and I am 100% guilty of this, I go to Brad and Amber's class. I get totally hyped. I go, this is so cool. And then I go back to my office or my normal business life, and I just don't take the hour or 2 hours it takes to really learn it. And so my confidence level is just not there.
Or 30 minutes.
And so, or 30 minutes, yeah, for our quick learners. But yeah, the main thing that we're asking is, would you please, between now and Halloween, let me just give you a challenge. Halloween is what? October 31st. Today's the 4th. You got almost 4 weeks. Write this down. Nobody grab their pens. Write this down. Okay. I will do a listing presentation in KV or in Core Presents by Halloween. If you'll just do one, and if you don't have a new listing coming up, do it on your own house. You always want to keep track of what your house is worth. Do one on your own house. Just get confident with it. I will do a buyer presentation on Core Presents by Halloween. Just get familiar with it. My hunch is, here's the good news. We don't have to start paying, we don't have to pay for Toolkit CMA anymore. Not us, you, because you all pay for it when you use it. We don't have to pay for Core Presents. It's all included. So if we just get it, and all of the templates that we put in Toolkit are in Core Presents. Right, Brett? Everything. So it's just a matter of us using it, but by Halloween, do that. Now here's the last thing. By Halloween, I will dedicate 1 hour just figuring out my KV Core, my CRM. I'll just figure that out, send out a couple of market reports, or better yet, I'll go to one of Brad's classes, and then I'll dedicate an hour to do that. And the quick studies can do 30 minutes, right? I think that changes our business. With Folio and Core Home coming up, I think we want to get more and more ingrained in KV Core / Bold Trail here more all the time, because the technology is going to continue to get better for us, make us better, just like our Ninja demonstration. We're going to be able to go from 24 seconds across the stage to 2 seconds with better efficiencies. And that is what will happen if we just learn it. That's the key. Rhonda. The what? This product? This is Remax. This is available to Remax.
Correct.
Yes. It is saying Remax
It is.
Professionals. Yes.
Yep.
So everything we've put, all the templates we've put into Core Presents is all templated to us. And that's why, I mean, Cloud CMA doesn't do that, RPR doesn't do that. You can make it more personal, but Core Presents and Toolkit, they are very much detailed to us, branded to us.
Yeah, and they're already built in, guys. So if you were to go create a listing presentation in KV Core, all of the pages that you've seen in our printed book, in the Ignite presentation that's created for you, all of those pages that you've seen are already formatted and built into Core Presents. So it's already done. It really is a very simple process. As Alan said, you just got to be willing to go in and play with it and build either a buyer presentation or a listing presentation. And Alan's also right. It will be much more difficult when this stuff comes out and you guys get excited about it and you want to learn it. It's going to be a lot harder if you aren't familiar with the base functionality of KV Core. So please take some time in the next 30 days to just get a little bit comfortable with this. And I do promise you, for those of you that get more and more and more of your clients receiving market reports, the Core Home product is just going to start happening for you because they're already getting those reports. So please, please, please consider that. Yeah. No, that's what she was saying. 4th quarter, stand by. We don't have an actual delivery date. Yeah, Core Home will be 1st quarter, but in the months ahead, we don't have an actual delivery date yet. Yeah.
We know that story. So here's the deal. The only affirmation we're asking you to write today is, I will do a presentation, buyer or seller, in Core Presents by Halloween. And if you don't do it by Halloween, it's going to be scary around here. I'm just going to tell you. We're going to follow you.
Please don't laugh at that. Yeah. Please don't encourage it. That is so bad.
Sorry, I didn't hear the first part of that. What was that? Your dashboard?
Will it look different?
Yes. It will look different in Q4, yes. You guys will move from KV Core to Bold Trail. Super easy, you don't need to do anything. You're just going to log in one day and it's going to have this upgraded, enhanced experience. Great opportunity. I will reinforce their message. Get in there, get your contacts uploaded. That's the number one thing that you can do, is give yourselves a clean start each day and understand who you need to talk to by getting your contacts in there so that Bold Trail can start monitoring and nurturing them behind the scenes and drumming up those warm opportunities, right? So get your contacts in. If they're in there, but you don't know, they're not organized, you don't know if they're in market reports, there's a tool called Playbooks. Find it on your navigation. It will actually walk through gathering and organizing your sphere. So it's a little playbook. You just hit the green next button and it's going to find all your contacts, find the ones that are not on listing alerts and send them an invite, find the ones that are not on market reports, allow you to set it up. All you need is a zip code for them. But get those things going, because again, you'll hear this from every major coach in the space. Those are the two best things you can do to keep your contacts in your database engaged with you, stay top of mind, and make sure when they are ready to have a real estate conversation that they're reaching out to you. So those would be the two things that I would say, go do them right now. And the next one would be creating a presentation. I'm very familiar with all the tools that you guys mentioned. I know that change is hard, it's uncomfortable for all of us. The Present is going to allow you to deliver more compelling presentations to your sellers and to your buyers. And most importantly, it's going to put you inside their mind. You're going to know what they're looking at, what their concerns are, which comps did they spend more time on, so that when you reach back out to follow up with them, you know exactly what to say to overcome those objections, right? So it will make you more effective in winning your buyers and sellers. Just spend a few minutes and get comfortable with it.
Alyssa, what you don't know is if these guys send an email to ignite@rmprohomes.com, our team will actually upload all of their contacts for them to KV Core. So you guys,
Alyssa, nobody
you guys
else has that.
know that already. But guys, please don't forget, if the big hurdle for you is getting your people into KV Core, just email ignite@rmprohomes.com and say, hey, my people are currently in Top Producer. Could you move them over to KV Core for me? And they will. My people are in Referral Maker or wherever, and they will move them over to KV Core for you. Take advantage of that, guys. It is so nice. They'll tag them appropriately for you. It is a great service. Please take advantage of it.
Amber and her team are all over that, you guys, and that concierge service is amazing. Please don't let that hold you back, because it will happen, and they're awesome. I've seen the emails from Ashley as she sent them to us and said, hey, here's this list. We had a couple of glitches here. How do you want me to do this? We give her some instructions. The next email is, you're all set. Here you go. Ready to go.
That's an incredible value add. And I will say, I mean, RE/MAX has invested very heavily to give you these tools. Bold Trail, the suite of solutions, sells for over $1,000 a month per agent. And you guys have this at your fingertips for free, plus white glove service. It's incredible value.
Thank you. Jamie.
You have all the same tools that you have today with KV Core. It's just going to look cleaner, simpler, easy to use, and you get some new bells and whistles.
And I promise, guys, please don't get overwhelmed by the idea of fresh new look. That doesn't translate to you have to learn something. Please, 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 when you log in, I promise you, it'll just feel better. It'll just feel easier. I see it in your eyes. I even heard Steve audibly groan out loud. When Alyssa said new experience, that translated to, I'm never logging into that stupid thing again, right? That is not the case, guys. It will just simply feel a little bit more modern and clean. That's all.
How many of you guys have an iPhone?
You pipe down.
Changing for the better. How many of you have an iPhone?
iPhones.
How many of you get a software update on your iPhone periodically? Yeah. And for a day, you're like, where do I go? And then from there, you're like, oh, this is awesome, right? All these new features, easier to use. Think of it like that.
Good example. Okay.
All right, so, question.
Are you on Boomtown today?
Okay, I'm going to ask you guys to have that conversation offline, because not very few people are on Boomtown. But the question was, is there a migration from Boomtown to Bold Trail, or what I still think should be called Broad Trail? Take that back to your boss. Have that conversation offline. I think they're going to make that really easy for you. Okay.
Alyssa, you have couple last things? Or
That's all I have for you guys.
You're good. Jamie Shingek, you are a KV Core user, right? And you love it? Okay. Awesome. Thank you. So if you have questions, Jamie's a great resource in the union office. She is a good user, and Darcy, and they love it, as many of us love it. But your affirmation is what? We're going to do what by October 31st? We're going to do a presentation. Maybe spend an hour, just kind of play with your CRM and make it work best for
If
you.
you have questions in the Highlands Ranch office, you can ask Mick